The San Francisco 49ers have traded quarterback Trey Lance to the Dallas Cowboys for a fourth round pick. Now, you want to talk about getting something wrong. Now, the San Francisco 49ers traded away a lot of capital, to move up to the number 3 spot to get Trey Lance years ago. And now, years fast forward, they trade him for a fourth round pick. It was reported that there was a lot of teams, speculating, making calls about Trey Lance, and they said that the Dallas Cowboys separated themselves by offering a fourth round pick. And so if a fourth round pick is separating themselves from the pack, that just lets you know how low that Trey Lance's trade value was to begin with. I mean, they messed up the whole situation. I mean, if you were going to trade the guy, it would have been a wise move for the San Francisco 49ers to just trade him before they come out and make him the third string quarterback behind Sam Darnold. So you name him the third string quarterback and then you trade him. So a fourth round pick is pretty much all you're going to get for a fourth round quarterback. They should have spiced him up, maybe said he was second, competing for the second. They don't know who's second. That gives teams an idea that maybe Trey is doing a little better in his growth and his progression. But him being the third rounder, that's just letting teams know he's not getting nowhere with the team. So, I mean, the San Francisco 49ers, man, they gave the keys to Trey Lance. They had Jimmy G, and they let Jimmy G go. They didn't want his services no more, and it was the Trey Lance experiments. It was Trey Lance's time, and then Trey Lance go down with an ankle injury, and then the Brock Purdy experiment is started, and then Brock Purdy did some things through the last couple games of the regular season and into the playoffs, and Shanahan and everybody likes what they see with Brock Purdy, thinking he's a better fit for the system, and that's the way they're going to go with Sam Darnold as the backup. I mean, Darnold's been around, man. You telling me Sam Darnold is a better quarterback than Trey Lance could potentially be? I don't know. We see what Darnold is about, but we really haven't seen the true Trey Lance, man. Trey Lance is coming from North Dakota State. That school, it's not really a pro-ready style offense, they may say it, but I mean, who's really quarterback-wise or player-wise come out of there, and make a true impact? Carson Wentz came out of there, and stuff like that. And he hasn't played that many games in North Dakota State, man. So, he's a raw talent. He needs time, so you have to develop a guy like that. And then if you look at the history of Shanahan, man, he's not really good at developing quarterbacks, himself. He has a great scheme. If the quarterback gets there and he gets the right guy to fit in there, that's why Jimmy G, I think, had so much success, because he was able to fit in the scheme and do what Shanahan wants him to do, because, he is a good offensive mind. But, developing quarterbacks is not his thing. You look at the Robert Griffin, the third situation. So, when he had him there in Washington. So, he's not a quarterback developer. He's just a good offensive mind, So Trey Lance didn't get the proper, time for growth. I mean, and then if you look at the 49ers now, they're in win now mode. So you have to take that into account. You can't have a developmental quarterback, growing and learning on the job when you have a team that's ready to win right now. So I understand, that part of it. But a fourth round pick, man, that's just like setting your team up. That's really admitting that you got this whole thing wrong. I mean, you move up, you trade a lot to get the guy, you think he's the future, and then you turn around a fourth round pick to the Cowboys. I know Jerry Jones and everybody in Dallas is ecstatic about that, because that's a good deal. You know, I mean, a 4th-round pick, you can get value and good players. You know, good players come out of 4th round and stuff like that. But the potential in Trey Lance, you know, because we really haven't seen much out of Trey Lance, so the potential upside, you know, out of that 4th round, you know, to get a quarterback that may be able to come back and replace Prescott, or at least back him up, you know, a quality backup. So the San Francisco 49ers, you know, trading Trey Lance for a 4th round pick, man, that's something, man. That's just mismanaging the draft. I don't know what to call it, but it is what it is. It's the league, and you know, Shanahan and Lynch. Well, Lynch came out and said he made some statements saying that, you know, they wanted to keep Trey Lance on the team. You know, they would like to try to keep him here, and then he came out and said, you know, if there's a better situation that Trey, you know, he likes, then they will try to do the best for Trey Lance. But, you know, if teams were calling, I'm pretty sure they didn't, you know, talk to him about the best. It's about the best compensation, so they can say what they want. We don't buy that, because you said you wasn't going to trade him, and then you turn around and trade him. So, you know, saying that you're doing right by Trey is, you know, you're doing right by the San Francisco 49ers, which is business. You know, nothing personal, you know, on a Trey Lance situation or his behalf, is just business, and that's just what it is. So Trey Lance going to Dallas Cowboys for a 4th round pick, and we'll just see how this thing's unfold. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to get all the new videos, and until next time, I'm out.